Fortnite Myths and Mortars has already been out for 1 week, and it already has so much lore. So, without further ado, let's get into it. We start the season off with 6 new skins, aka 6 gods. Aphrodite, Zeus, Hades, Poseidon, Artemis, Cerberus, Medusa, and Hades. These gods were once locked inside of the Pandora's box, at least that's what we think. So, one day, a mysterious person called Valeria, that's the girl that opened the Pandora's box, she opened the Pandora's box once again and unleashed all the wrath upon the island. The underworld and Mount Olympus were now on the island. And so that you know, the gods are the villains in this story, not Hades. Hades is also a god, but he's like an anti-hero. Like he's not bad, but he just likes souls. Let's just say he just likes souls. Like Hades. By the way, Hades is not made like us. He's not a person. He's literally made out of souls, only souls, and he consumes souls to live. That's what you see in this little trailer. So that's how he survives, and he survives just upon souls, and everyone that dies goes to the underworld, and one character also goes to the underworld, and we will get to him very soon. Hades also has 2 brothers called Zeus and Poseidon. Poseidon and Zeus Zeus is like a human like us, but Poseidon is like Ripley. So I have a theory about why he is Ripley. Like, you know the coral bodies from Coral Castle and all? Like, Poseidon rules Atlantis, and Coral Castle is like Atlantis in Fortnite. What if Ripley was once the real Ripley was just like him, a coral body, and he was just consumed by Slurp? What a theory! I can't believe I've never thought about this, but Ripley is just a coral body, so it makes totally sense. Okay, so I still think that beneath the iceberg, it's still Coral Castle, and it's coming later season, because Poseidon is at the train station that goes directly to the ice mountain. So it just has to be Atlantis, aka Coral Castle. But Ripley, aka Poseidon, he is against war and all that, so he's just chilling, he's just vibing with the other muscular characters you see in this loading screen. But I still think he's up to something, but we got to that later. Okay, Zeus is the real villain. He hates every mortal. So when they came on the island, he killed most of the society members. Yeah, I know there is a little mistake, because I thought Oscar walked away from the society, but apparently he also fought, and he got hunted down by Artemis. This is very dark because he's a tiger, and she hunts animals. So Oscar is not here anymore, sadly. But we, by the way, don't know what happened to Valeria. Maybe she died. She's not in any loading screen, so I think I'm right about that. So she could maybe get back into the storyline someday. Well, the rest of the society members could all go wiped out by Zeus, and now all their locations are abandoned. Artemis, she killed Oscar, so she took over Lavish Layer, and Hope is of course from the underground. The underground bunkers are now completely gone, and so there now like new bunkers where you can do weapon attachments that I don't like, but yeah. But yes, she now has Grand Glacier's hotel. She took that one over, and the underground now. It looks like the underground is now like bigger in the island, not above the gods. But Hope did go to the underworld that we saw in the trailer. So she did go to the underworld and explore that. Well, that didn't really go as planned, but it was fun for them, I guess. And Aphrodite is of course one of the daughters of Zeus, and she like she's a good guy. She really loves the loopers, and she's more on our side. So you can maybe already see a little bit what's happening here, but I'm explaining it all soon. Well, Medusa is a very interesting one because she's not really a god or something. She was more like a creature in the underworld, but she's not bad in the Fortnite universe because everybody is telling stories about how creepy she was and that Perseus killed her in the underworld. Perseus is, by the way, one of the sons of Zeus. I'm not gonna get into that right now, but basically what really happened was that she was just good and Perseus saved her, but everybody now says that she was bad, and yeah, but she's actually one of really good, so she's also really on the side of Aphrodite here. They're also really good friends in the storyline, so that's also a very plus. But Ares and Artemis are really on the side of Zeus, and like Ares is number one general. He's just, yeah, he does everything what Zeus says. So he would like wipe out mortal kind for Zeus if he asked him to. Okay, so enough about him. Artemis is a very interesting one because she has a twin brother called Apollo. He's not yet here, but it seems like Apollo is like, she's the god of the moon and the hunt, and Apollo is like the god of the sun. So I think Apollo will join the side of the mortals. So it will be obvious because they're literally twins. So yeah.
Zeus's wrath is upon you, and doom is on the horizon. You must prove the worth of humanity to Zeus and the guardians of Olympus before the skies turn black. Finally, a fate worth foretelling. I do love a tragedy. Let's get you started.
So that was Oracle speaking, and Oracle is a very mysterious character that might live in the spirit world. But the spirit world is, I'm gonna make an entire video about it one day. But okay, she is like, I don't really know what she is actually, but she basically explains what we have to do, and she's on our side. So she might be like, I might work for Apollo, and maybe Apollo is coming later. But she basically wants us to prove ourselves that we are worthy enough to work for her and yeah. So I think she has something to do with Odyssey because Odyssey's just gone out of the storyline. Maybe she will return. Well, yeah, she will return because there is a skin of her coming out. She might already be out. So yeah. Then Oracle has us do all these little tests for her. Like we have to complete like time trial. It's weirdly weird, but it has something to do with the gods. So we complete these trials, and then when we do that, we also have to collect materials at the lavish layer or fencing fields. And yeah, it's not really important, but basically when we're done with that, then we have to return to a cryo pool again, and there we get a question: what is the favorite fruit of the gods? And that's a banana, of course. Why not? It's a banana. So then she says this.
I mean, good work. Sorry, I leaned against the button. So Zeus wants to end mortal kind.
Zeus wants to end mortal
Obviously,
kind.
no immortal will be able to stop him alone. But if we can unite under the leadership of a true hero,
wie zou die true hero
humanity
zijn?
might survive his wrath. Prepare yourself. Your trials begin soon.
After that heartwarming message, we have to complete some kills. We have to make some kills, 10 kills, to show Hades that we're worthy of him, of his time. And then we have to speak to Hades through the crying pool, of course. And he says that we have to basically challenge his dog, aka Cerberus, in a duel to find out if we're really strong enough for Zeus. And yeah, then we just fight Cerberus. And directly after defeating Cerberus, he's not really defeated, but he's not dead, but he's just defeated. Then we go to the other crying pool, and then we talk to Ares, and Ares wants to be challenged himself. So we go to Brawler's battleground and we challenge him. And after defeating Ares, we get this last message from the crying pool.
Zeus's closest allies have seen you fight, and you're stronger than they thought. I see your path more clearly now. Darkened skies, choking dust. Hope lost and found again. Or something like that. Prophecy's an art, not a science. Now is the time to build your alliance with the immortals. When an Olympian is ready to hear you out, I'll summon you. Be ready.
Okay, but she says something really interesting, like darkened skies. Maybe that means that the skies will turn dark sometime. And she said something else. She also said that we have to unite under one hero. And who would that hero be? Let me tell you about one hero that has been imprisoned in the underworld all this time, called Midas. Yes, Midas is back. Midas has been imprisoned, and I will not talk about what's going to happen because there are spoilers. But I'm gonna leave that storyline for next week. So, I will see you next week. And also, we're waiting for an Olympian to listen to us, and they're ready. So I think Aphrodite or Medusa will listen to us next week. It's not next week, but in the coming weeks. So this was the storyline for this week. I am going to try to make a storyline every week now. So I'll see you in the next video. Oh, ik ben dood. Kom op, shoe. Kom op, shoe. Gebruik je lightning bolt. Goed. Leuk. Nu moet je me schieten. Nu moet je me schieten. Uit de lucht. Nee, met je. Lekker. Uit.